And the fact is, you can rank for any keyword that you like. It just comes down to building enough backlinks and proving to Google that you should be in that number one spot. So, and making sure that you've got a good return on investment, because it's not worthwhile me trying to go after something like credit cards if I'm trying to sell a $17 ebook. It might cost me $2 or $3 million in building backlinks to try and rank number one for that position, and I might finally get that position, number one, and I could get a whole boatload of traffic, but when that traffic gets there, if I've only got them a $17 ebook to sell, then it's not going to repay me the millions of dollars I spent in backlink building. That's why you'll find certain niches are more competitive than others. You look at something like mortgages, where there's a lot of money, or credit cards or things like that. There's a lot of money, and you've got these big financial institutions who have a lot to gain from that number one position. They get number one, and then they get someone on a credit card payment. It could potentially mean thousands and thousands of dollars for them. So now, because a client is worth so much to them, they can spend a lot of money building those backlinks and getting popular because they know they're going to be able to monetize it. So really, when it comes down to link building, you just need to, and we'll talk about a little bit with keyword research and making sure that we're targeting the right keywords. We want to make sure that we're targeting the right keywords. We want to see what the competition's like. And then we want to start targeting those keywords that are going to get us the quick, easy wins first, and then over time we can go for those more competitive phrases. But that's pretty much SEO in a nutshell. At the core of it, and really this is at the core of everything when it comes to marketing online. The first thing that you need to do, and it's almost going back to what we were talking about when I was saying about first, understand who your avatar is, understand who your market is, so you can, once you understand your market, then you can figure out what products to sell them. In the online space, the first step needs to be, when you understand your avatar, it all starts with keywords. You need to know what keywords you're targeting, because you want to make sure that you're going after the people that are looking to buy your products and services. We can target, as the example says there, something like camera, and we can go after the keyword camera, and we might get a whole lot of traffic on the word camera. Like it's going to be very competitive, because usually the shorter the keyword phrase, like single word and 2-word phrases, are going to be a lot more competition, because people see it and they go, oh, there's a lot more people searching for the word camera, so I want to be in front of it. But they're not necessarily as highly qualified. If I'm just searching camera, maybe I'm doing a school project, maybe I'm just doing my initial research, maybe I'm just getting started, maybe, it's very general traffic. The type of traffic that you want to start off targeting is going to be the more specific, like model number type stuff. So I've got there Sony Handycam HDR S11. So that was, one of our old cameras. I think just recent. That's that camera right there. Someone who's searching that phrase is going to be so much more qualified. Like if I'm looking for that, I'm a buyer. I'm ready to go. I know what I want. Chances are I'm looking for the best price and the best product. So you need to be targeting the right keywords. You need to make sure as well. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. If you don't have the right fish there, maybe that's not the best analogy, but the idea, you just need to make sure that you're targeting the right people. Otherwise, you're not going to get the result that you want. You want a hungry crowd who's ready to buy your stuff. You don't want just browsers who are just sort of getting started. Similarly, on the local space, this is when you want to start to introduce geographic terms. And this is where we started to absolutely kill it for local businesses. In the stock market niche, and I'll show you some of the rankings and things that we've got for some of the more competitive phrases at the end of this presentation. But for the geographic terms, you can rank quite easily because the competition just isn't there, and they're ready to buy. So do I want to go for dentist or South Yarra dentist or dentist Toowoomba? They're the types of phrases you want. And initially, when we first started doing SEO for those clients, because we thought to ourselves, in the stock market space, you're dealing with keyword phrases that might get thousands of uniques every month for certain terms, and I thought that's what you needed to move and really make a difference in a business. But for local business, when we first got started, one of our early clients, I remember, it was something like doubled or tripled his traffic, but he didn't have a huge amount of traffic to start with. You know, we might have got him an extra 5 visits a day or something like that. And for him, like, I mean, we thought, oh, you know, maybe this is a little bit more, you know, difficult than we thought. But for him, it actually ended up being, like, I mean, we were surprised. He was blown away. He was like, I'm getting 5 new, hot, ready, qualified leads that are, you know, ready to go. And his phones just started to ring and ring and ring. And we only increased the traffic a little bit. But because we were targeting the right people, those people ended up picking up the phone and placing that order. So you need to get in the mind of the searcher. And this is the same for regardless of what content you're creating online, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's creating pages for your blog. It's all about getting into the mind of the user. What is it that they're searching just before they find you? That's another good one. Think about where they are in the buying cycle and what happens just before they find you, and you want to think about the keywords that they would be searching at that point, and that's where you want to meet them. You find out those set of keywords, and then we do put them on your website in the right places. We do some link building. Bob's your uncle. You'll start ranking. You'll get the traffic, and then your business will just go completely crazy.